Lord, we're all red again. This is the second week in a row that the dang thing was going to put me in freaking portrait mode, which I can't stand. So I had to go try to figure out how in the hell to get in my damn settings so I could change it, because it said I had to change it. So hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm so red. I was trying not to have on too many lights, but it looks like it's going to be too red looking. Oh well. I'll change it in a little bit. I'll turn on a light just a minute. Well, thank you for the hearts, whoever that was. So I hope everybody's having a good week. Mine's been pretty decent. I've been happy because I got my new skates, which of course I'm going to show. So I'm going to have to turn that dang light on because they're not going to look right. But I changed the wheels on them. So the wheels that came with the skates are not on it at the moment. Because when I went out and skated on them the other day, I was out in the hot sun for a long time and I got burnt to a crisp. I mean, this is not what I actually look like, but I'm telling you, I got really badly sunburned, and so I have not been able to go back out except for just to run quick errands because the sun was just killing my skin. So I switched the wheels out and put my indoor wheels so that I could skate around in the house. But yesterday I couldn't even practice any. I was exhausted. That heat drained me so bad. And I was just worn out. I mean, I had heat exhaustion, I'm pretty sure, because, I mean, I was just like, oh my God, it was a lot. I'm telling you, the heat here is unreal. And when you're out in that blazing hot sun, baking you for like several hours, because I was out for several hours, I have to ride to the place where I was skating on my bicycle because I don't have a car. So I rode in the hot sun to the place, then skated for a while, and then had to ride back home in the sun. And yeah, I looked like a lobster. For some reason, everything but my face was still looking fairly white. I don't know why. It's like my face never seems to get as much sun as the rest of me, but my legs don't either. So it's like I just have this one section that gets really burnt, and the rest of me just looks like, white. It's ridiculous. It's like, I wish it would be a little more even, but oh well. So tonight I decided I was going to have me a piece of that blueberry cheesecake, which is, I get it at 7-Eleven. It's just this little teeny tiny thing. It's not very much. It feels like a sample more than anything because it's very small. But it is actually pretty good. And finding cheesecake here, like real cheesecake, is not easy. There was a place that used to sell it, and then they stopped selling it. She's still there, but she changed her shop to something totally different. But she used to bake like cakes and, things like that. It was kind of like a little bakery. But she doesn't do it anymore. So now it's 7-Eleven if I want cheesecake. So that's what I'm going to have here shortly because I'm about ready for it. But yeah, this is just like really bright back here because I've got this light on and then that light on. In here, it's like not very bright at all, but on here it looks like super bright back there. And then I look all red and weird, but when I get up to get my cheesecake, I'll switch the lighting or I'll turn on the overhead and see if that helps some. I don't know, but anyway, so I hope everybody's having a good week. Like I said, mine started off really well. I was completely shocked. I had ordered my skates from America, and the actual date that was scheduled to be delivered was the 18th. And I was like, man, that's a long time to wait. But then I kept watching the tracking and I saw it was on its way to Thailand. So I was like, oh, cool. But then for several days, there was no updates. And I ended up calling the shipping company and asking them about it. And they were like, oh, well, just call back tomorrow morning. And so I was like, all right, well. And then that same day, I looked out and saw this guy walking up with my Amazon package. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And that was on Monday. So it came like, what, a week or something early. I don't know. I got here early and I was glad. So I was really excited about it. And I love the skates. I really do. I mean, they do have to be broken in for sure, but anyway, I don't know if y'all watched the video. I put a video up. It's an unboxing plus a initial review of the skates. I love them. I just absolutely love them. They're just so beautiful. So, anyhow, so I am going to grab my cheesecake and I'm going to turn this overhead light on and see what it looks like. I don't know if it'll be horrible, but we'll see here. Just hang on just a minute, y'all. I don't know how, let me look. Let me just take a peek real quick. Well, it's bright, but at least I don't look quite as red. So, okay, I'm going to grab my cheesecake now. I just wanted to see what that looked like. I didn't want to blind everybody. I don't know if these are too much back here, though. I have my little plug-in pumpkin. It's back there. That's my only Halloween decoration, pretty much. I've got this one other little thing that it's like a little plastic thing with pumpkins on it. And it has one of those like little battery-operated candles in there. But the battery's dead, so at the moment I've just got that. But anyway, I'm going to grab my cheesecake. I'll be right back. I'm back. Pretty quick when you're living in a one-room house, basically, 1.5 rooms. And your kitchen and your bedroom are all the same thing. So it's the bitchin', the bedroom and the kitchen. And there's my cheesecake. See, it's like a little flat, kind of tiny. But it is really good. I am impressed considering it's 7-Eleven. It seems a little melty. It doesn't seem as firm as it usually does. Still tastes good, but it's kind of odd. I hope my refrigerator's keeping things cold properly. So yeah, it's good. I really love cheesecake. I used to love Cheesecake Factory when I lived in America. It was really good. I like that nice firm cheesecake. Which usually this is somewhat, but not today for some reason. I'm telling you, it has been super freaking hot here lately. Which, in Thailand it's hot all year round. Usually at this time of year, from all the years I've been here, it seems to me like this is kind of the cooler time of year, if you want to call it that. But it hasn't felt like it at all. I mean, I have literally considered turning on the air conditioner, which I usually don't do at this time of year. It's like a certain time of the year when it's the hot, hot, hot season here, and I have to have the air on. And I usually will run it just during the day and then at night not have it on, to kind of save on the electric bill. But oh my God, when it's the hot, hot, hot season, it is horrible. I mean, you get hit with that heat the minute you open your door. I mean, it's like a big old heat wave. It is horrible. I'd imagine it's probably similar to like Arizona or something, except that it's more humid here. And that humidity just, ugh, makes it really rough. But yeah, usually this time of year is not quite this bad, so I don't know why it's so freaking hot this year. Really good. So, I don't know if anybody watching this, since this is my vlog channel, and I do have an ASMR channel, which I am so proud to have finally reached 1,000 subscribers over there. Anybody watching this doesn't know me or whatever. I've had that channel for 6 years. 6 years and a month to the day when I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh my God. Seemed like it was never going to happen. But I have a good friend, Linda, and she has an ASMR channel called Scottish ASMR Blueberry. Blueberry. And tonight she's going to be speaking at her astronomy club that she goes to. So if you happen to see this, Linda, I wish you all the best, and you'll do great. I promise you'll do great. I'm excited for her. She's really into astronomy and NASA and SpaceX and the planets, you know, all that stuff. And she has this club that she goes to every Friday night. And they asked her to speak. So she's going to be doing that tonight. And she's like, wouldn't you know it'd be on Friday the 13th? I think it'll be a good luck number for her. Or went Poppy. Well, that's it, y'all. That was good. It went fast, though. Well, thank you very much. Let me put on my glasses because I can't see what that says. Oh, wait. Antiochia adorum. I have no idea, and I apologize. I have no idea how to say that. But thank you very much. Obviously, that's on my ASMR channel, not this channel. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, this channel's far from it. Took forever to get there. But even though I'm there, I still can't get monetized. This is like, oh yeah, you know, you can monetize your channel if you get to 1,000 subscribers, but you have to have 4,000 watch hours or something like that. And I'm only halfway there, so. And that's for, you know, the past 365 days. So, oh well. So that was the gate. I don't know if anybody could hear that or not, but yeah, I feel like this is too bright. Is this too bright? It is pretty bright with all that back there. Pardon me. I'm getting my skate bag. I'm going to get out one of my skates. Now, like I was saying earlier, in case you missed it, I got my brand new skates. They're the Moxie Beach Bunnies, but I changed the wheels out. Well, I definitely don't want it to be too dark, but I also don't want you to feel like you're being blinded either. So these are not the wheels that came on it. These are indoor-outdoor wheels, but they work indoors. And I've had to practice indoors past couple of days because I got too sunburned. as you might be able to see right there. But they're so pretty. I don't know if the color's really coming out on here like it's really looks, but no, indoor wheels are harder. Yeah, the softer wheels are what you need for outdoors, and the harder wheels indoors. Because on hard, smooth surface, you need a harder wheel that'll slide and glide, on the floor better. When you're outdoors on rough surfaces with rocks and, you know, all kinds of bumpy stuff or whatever, you need a softer wheel that's going to absorb those things as you go over it. So I've learned a lot since I started getting into skating again. Stuff I never knew when I was a kid trying to skate. See, oh, there's Oscar. Of course, as soon as I point at him, he turns away. See, look at that cool looking inside. Isn't that neat? All these little designs and stuff in there. Just awesome skates, man. I love these. I love them. I just think they're so pretty. But I definitely want to get back outdoors and skate again outside. But I just could not be out in that sun this soon after getting so burned the other day, because it would have been horrible. So I'm doing it inside, which is very difficult with such little room in here, but it's better than nothing. Well, you don't want your ankles to slide around or anything. That's why I like these boots, because they're very, very, they don't bend. So they really hold your ankles well. I mean, a lot of people prefer suede and leather boots because they will give and whatever, and but I like it like this, because I feel like I'm more supported. And I maybe didn't understand what you said either. But yeah, I'm loving them, and I'm just so excited, and I'm so happy they fit. Oh, because y'all, I swear, those skates I was using before, I knew they were too big. I knew it. I knew it. I just didn't admit it. And being too big, it just didn't work, because you shouldn't have room in your boot. Your foot needs to be snug in there. And mine wasn't. And so I couldn't get good balance and stuff. Yeah, yeah. See, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, but I did most of my roller skating in the 70s. And then I switched to ice skating after that. But it's been so long. I mean, it's been a long time. So I'm having to relearn. I mean, it's like everything I thought I knew, I don't. It's not like riding a bicycle, at least not for me. I put skates on and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? When I first got my first pair months ago, which was a cheapo pair, man, I'm telling you, I put those things on and I sat there for 2 hours trying to get up the nerve to stand up in the dang things. I was terrified. And then once I finally stood up, I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. I was like, oh God. And it took me a long time before I could actually try to move forward. And I was holding on to everything in the house, trying to just move around. I'm like, good God, what happened? I used to do this all the time. And I don't know, man. I just couldn't do it. And I'm still struggling. I am. I'm still struggling. But that's why I got these skates. Yeah, it is really hard. It's hard to balance on wheels. It's like wheels want to roll, and trying to balance yourself so that you're not rolling is very hard. I'm telling you, it can be very, very hard when you're first starting out. And I mean, it definitely takes a lot of practice and a lot of, practice on trying to get to where you can balance on them and get your posture right and all that stuff. Man, it's harder than it seems. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh, I used to skate all the time. I'll be able to skate, no problem. Yeah, right. It's terrible, but oh, I love these skates. I love them. I'm just so excited to have them. They're just, man. I mean, they're real skates. These are like my first pair of real skates since I was a kid and had a pair of Rydell, which is the people that manufacture these or whatever. Um, I had a pair of ice skates that were Rydells. This is the Moxie brand that's distributed through Rydell. Anyway, it's kind of complicated to explain because I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I love them. And I'm so happy to have them. It's going to get loud here. Sorry if it does. The guy that drives the tow truck across the street, he's like revving the engine over there, so he might be getting ready to pull out. And it always gets really loud when he does. And I hear Poppy sounding like he's getting ready to get the zooms. He could come zooming through here at any moment. He's like a wild child. When he gets the zooms, it's just like insane. He's like a streak of lightning. He will just be like, phew. Well, we do have some cooler months, but they're not very cool. I mean, the cooler months is cool for us, I guess, but to like people that are used to like cold weather, they would just think, oh wow, this is like a great mild summer day. Because it's pretty much summer all year round here. So it's an adjustment. I mean, I'm a hot weather person, but it's still an adjustment. Pardon me. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. So yeah. Um, I mean, we have the beach, and I could go to the beach if I wanted to, but I just never go because I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to get in the ocean by myself. Yeah, it's just too dangerous. I got caught in a riptide once when I went down by myself, and after that, I will never do it again. I mean, I was panicked out in the water. I managed to somehow get myself going in a different flow or something in the ocean and was able to get back. But I was panicked. That was terrifying. And because it was the one time I went by myself and I was just like, I hadn't even planned on going swimming. But it was a really hot day and I was just like, I bet it would be great just to get in the ocean for a couple of minutes, even in all my clothes and stuff. But I regretted it because, I mean, that was horrifying. So yeah, I won't go get in the ocean by myself again. Not going to happen. But it would be nice to go down there sometimes on a really hot day and get in. Of course, the sun is always just right overhead, and it is just difficult. Very difficult. Somebody is burning wood or something again. I swear. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. That would be scary. I mean, I love the water and I love going out in the water and stuff, but it is a terrifying place. I mean, it can be so dangerous. I mean, one minute you can be having a great time, the next minute you could just be like fighting for your life out there. So it's definitely, you have to be careful. You definitely have to be careful. And it is just not a recommendation to go swimming by yourself out there because I didn't know that there was going to be a rip tide there. I couldn't see it. I was out there just, cooling off, and then all of a sudden I'm being taken out to sea, and I'm like trying to get back and it wasn't working. Oh gosh. Well, at least you had someone there to help you out. They are. Yeah, I feel very fortunate. I really do, because man, it's like my heart starts racing just thinking about it because that was so scary. But now is the time of year for so many people, at least in America, where it's getting colder. Temperatures are getting colder and the leaves are changing. I do kind of miss that sometimes. It's like I love being in a tropical place, but yeah, it is. Because when you start to panic, it's like your breathing is already kind of going, and so it can be really difficult to try to keep yourself calm in a situation like that so that you're not, hyperventilating and whatever. But yeah, sometimes I do miss having seasons because it would be nice to see fall leaves and have that little chill in the air. So you put on a sweater or something or a jacket. It's always nice for the holidays for it to be cooler. One year here, it was so hot on Christmas that I had the air conditioner on and I turned it on really, really cold so that it felt like it was a cold month. And then I was able to like wrap up in a little throw blanket so I could pretend that it was, cold Christmas day. I may do that this year too if it's like really, really hot. Because it's like I want to have that feeling, that little Christmas feeling in the air that you just don't get here because nobody celebrates Christmas. It's like I'm over here feeling all alone. I do have a friend though that she decorates her shop. She has a tea shop up the road from where I live, and she does decorate it at Christmas time and everything. Yeah. Hey, I had to do what I could, It's like, well, I got the air conditioner, might as well turn it on and get it really cold in here so that it gives you that feeling. Plus, I like to have hot chocolate and stuff like that, on Christmas Eve night and things like that. So, it's like if you can enjoy a cup of hot cocoa a lot better if it's actually chilly. I mean, I drink coffee every day, hot coffee, when it's hot outside, but I don't know, something about hot cocoa. It just has that Christmassy, cold weather feel to it. At least that's how it is for me. Oh well. So I don't know, y'all. I may have to get off of here. Um, I really have something I need to do. I need to start working on an ASMR video for my other channel. I was going to do it the other day, but I was just so worn out after that heat. I was just like, I cannot do it. I'm way too drained. So loud tonight. But I'd like to get one made. So, and I don't like to get them started too late because it always takes me like hours to, uh-oh, I froze. And of course I'd freeze in like, sorry, I froze. I think I'm back. Um, well, I actually would like to, I try to do at least one a week if I can. I don't always get it done. I mean, sometimes I can, but it's so loud where I live. There's so much traffic all the time, and we've got roosters that are crowing outside all the time. It's just, it's really loud here. So trying to find a time where it's not loud is not always easy. So, I try to do at least one a week, but if I can do more than one, I will. Because I know a lot of people, they'll do videos every single day. Yeah, it is, it does get old sometimes. Pardon me. Because it does it really makes it hard for me to be able to do things that I need to do, when it comes to making videos and stuff. Because it's like, I don't want to have to sit here for, 8 hours trying to do a 20-minute video because I'm having to pause every few seconds to wait for these loud scooters to go by or the roosters to stop crowing or, it's just always a lot of stuff going on. So it does make it hard, but I try my best to at least get one a week, if not more. And I just put one up a few days ago, but I want to get another one up. So that's why I say I should probably get going, and because it takes me a while to set everything up and do the video and then edit it and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Although I do have a section that I call All About Atmosphere, where I add in background sounds and stuff to go with whatever the video's about. Because, like, I do, like role play type videos where it's like, if I'm at a club, I like to have, I like it to have the feeling of being in a club. Not blasting music, but, club music off in the distance. And, or if I'm at a bus station, I've got like bus station sounds and stuff because it's just fun. I enjoy doing those videos. It's not typical ASMR, but it's like I enjoy doing them, so I'm gonna do them if I want to. But I try to do the best I can, but I've always got white noise in my video because I always have to have on a fan because as hot as it is here, I can't take trying to sit here making a video with no fan on. It just doesn't work. Not here. Yeah, yeah, I've been editing my own videos for a long time. I mean, I try to do the best I can with it, but I mean, they're not always perfect or anything, but I don't expect everything to be perfect. But yeah, I have white noise in the background, which, fortunately, a lot of people actually do like white noise. I do. I have a fan going 365 days a year because it's like not only do I need the movement of the air, but I need that sound because I can't stand silence. Like, I don't generally like ASMR videos that are totally silent in the background. It's like maddening to me. I'd really prefer if somebody actually has a little noise. Yeah. Although I have ringing in my ears, I guess they call it tinnitus. It sounds like, I mean, literally the sound in my head sounds like cicadas. And most of the time when there are cicadas outside, I can't even hear them because it's exactly the same pitch and tone as what I hear in my head and have my whole life. But I like it. I don't, it's always funny when I see these videos on YouTube where it's like, stop your tinnitus in 30 minutes or whatever. I'm like, why would you want to? I love it. I love it. It's like part of who I am. So I'm glad I have it because I like having that sound in my head. I can't stand silence. I'm telling you, I can't. So having that in my head helps me with that. But I also like having that fan going. So, but there's a ton of videos on YouTube that are, just fan sounds, and they have millions and millions and millions of views. And there's tons of them because I've listened to them before when I've needed more than just that. When this isn't loud enough to suit me, I'll find some like box fan video that's like 10 hours long, and I'll put that on and listen to this loud box fan sound. So, I don't know. Hopefully people like my videos, even if they're not, perfectly silent, because they never will be. I'm not going to get a soundproof room or anything, and I'd always have to have some kind of airflow. I don't know how anybody can do videos where they're just sitting there dying in the heat and stuff. I know, well, that's just it, and it's like like I'm always saying, on that other channel, I've experienced ASMR my entire life, even long before I knew there was a name for it, because I didn't know. I just knew there were certain things that, gave me a tingly sensation, or, I find calming and relaxing. And I've experienced it in all kinds of places with lots of things going on. It's like I don't have to be in silence in order to experience it. It's like I could be in a loud airport or a loud restaurant, because I used to work in a restaurant as a waitress. And on our busiest days, I got a lady in there I called Sleepy Fingers because her fingers made me like get really sleepy. Well, I don't know. And that's the thing too, it's like, so many people are different, and, as to what they experience as far as, what makes them feel tingles or relaxed or whatever. Not everybody's the same. Because, like, a lot of the stuff that people really love, I can't stand. It's like, I personally don't care for whispering unless you have a specific type of whisper. Like my friend Linda. Oh, really? What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Like my friend Linda that does ASMR videos, most all of hers are whispered videos, but I can listen to her. I listen to her pretty much every night to go to sleep to, because she has a good whisper voice, but it's the ones where they make all these like popping and smacking sounds and stuff that I cannot stand. I just, ugh, I cannot deal with it. So, and that's a big thing for a lot of people. A lot of people love that, but not me. Like a lot of people like keyboard clicking sounds, and I can't stand that. I hate that sound with a passion. I don't know. I mean, it's like I don't mind some of the like fast ASMR stuff, we're moving their fingers fast and stuff, because Linda does that. And that doesn't, I mean, it's like those kind of chaotic type things are relaxing, but it's just certain sounds that I can't stand. And like a lot of people have me do gum chewing videos, which I don't mind doing because I don't mind chewing gum, but I can't stand the sound of it. So, but I'll do it, just because it's requested. But I personally will not listen to a video because it says gum chewing in the title. I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe I'll pass on that one. So, everybody has different tastes. So that's why I'm hoping that people that find my channel will, maybe I'll get people that do like the white noise in the background. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it makes some people relax to hear it. Not me. I like fabric sounds, like, if somebody's making sounds with fabrics and things like that. I love that. And hair brushing, that type of stuff. But yeah, yeah, my sister likes to listen to the brown noise when she has a neighbor that plays like his music too loud with a lot of bass. And if she puts on brown noise, it will usually cancel out that bass. Yeah, sometimes it can sound like that. And the pink noise is supposed to be a higher pitch. I've been trying to find one that works well to drown out the loud cricket that's outside sometimes, because that thing is just ear piercing. I mean, it feels like it's piercing the inside of my eardrum. It's so loud. I can't stand it. I like crickets when there's a whole bunch of them, and they're the field crickets, what they call house crickets. That's just one lone cricket that makes this really loud, constant noise, and it's horrible. It's really awful. So trying to find something that drowns that out is really hard to do. I know, seriously, it is. Oh, it's awful. It is so loud. It's unlike anything else around here. I mean, it's like, to me, it's louder than the cicadas, but it's got a different tone and pitch to it, so it clashes. And I think that's one of the reasons why it bothers me so much, because it clashes with the sound, that tinnitus sound or whatever in my head. The tones clash, and it's just like, oh my God. Oh, it's like trying to listen to somebody sing out of tune or something. It's like, oh. But anyway, I guess I'm going to get going because it's almost 8 o'clock at night for me. And if I don't get started, I'm not going to get a video made. So thanks for coming in and chatting with me. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that was just kind of hanging out in the background, not saying anything. I do appreciate you being here. And as far as I know, I'll be back next Friday. Will you do the same? Thank you very much. And if you're watching on a replay, thanks for watching. And please like and subscribe and all that stuff, y'all. I'd really appreciate it. Well, thank you. I hope it will too. I hope I get to make it. I hope, it doesn't suddenly get loud around here and I can't do it. But I'm going to try. So anyway, thanks y'all so much and have a great weekend. And I look forward to talking to you again later. Bye.